Hello again everyone, welcome back to DIY The Art of Wood. I'm Jeremy. Today I'm going to be going over some tips and tricks on how to properly measure for trim around a window. This can also be applied for trim around a door as well. Now keep in mind we are going for more of a rustic, maybe even a barn look here. So I'm not going to be doing these perfectly mitered corners here that you see around some doors and windows. I'm going to be doing something a little bit differently, but if you want to learn how to properly measure for trim around a window, stay tuned. And in a situation like this, I'm just going to use this wall right here almost like a chalkboard so I can draw this out, visualize it, and also show you exactly what I'm doing here. So, and forgive my drawing, I'm really not that great of an artist when it comes to drawing, and hopefully you can see this well enough. So here's my window, and what we're basically going to do is the trim, the vertical trim on each side is going to go right up against this edge here and not be set back like the old trim was, because you can, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a line here that the previous trim was set back about maybe about 1/4 of an inch or so. We're actually going to have the trim right up against the edge just to cover some things up here. There's some paint here and a few nicks and stuff, so if we cover that up, it'll look a little bit nicer and a little bit better. So the first thing I need to do is measure from side to side from that inside edge, and that's 39 inches. So I'm going to draw that right there at 39 inches. Okay? And the way that these trim boards are going to lay out, instead of doing mitered corners like I was telling you, or you cut them at a 45 and they fit all nice and neat, the top and bottom are actually going to overhang just a little bit. So the bottom board, something like that. Top board, kind of the same thing. And then the side pieces be like that. So you have this little bit of an overhang on each side, top and bottom. We've determined that 1.5 inches overhang looks pretty good. That's what I did in the living room, and I like the way that looks. So basically what I need to do is figure out the width from side to side here, add the width of the vertical pieces of trim plus the overhang, and that will be my total length of the top and bottom pieces. So we have 39 inches plus our 1.5 inch overhang times 2, because it's on both sides, so that's 3 inches. And the width of these boards is 3.5 inches, and there's 2 of them, so we need to multiply that times 2 to get 7 inches for a total of 49. So that's 7 plus 3 is 10 plus 39 is 49 inches. So the entire length is 49 inches. So I'll cut 2 pieces 49 inches, and then I'll have to cut these 2 pieces, and we'll do that later, but right now I just need to cut this out so I can see how that's going to work. And okay, I hope that helps you out. If you're thinking about replacing some trim around a door or a window, this is another option besides just doing the standard 45-degree miter corner. You know, certain styles this may not look good with, but if you are going for more of that rustic look, I highly recommend considering this. If you're having a hard time visualizing what this looks like, just go ahead and check out that living room remodel video, and I'll post a link right here. Just go ahead and click that and you can take a look at that. Look at the backdrop behind the TV and the trim around that entryway between the living room and the dining room, and you'll get a good look at what this looks like installed. And it basically use these exact dimensions with an 1.5 inch overhang there. And also, I will be making these cuts and installing this soon, so if you want to see what this looks like around this exact window here, just stay tuned, subscribe, so you can follow along with this project. And we're still open to suggestions and comments about some of the choices we're having to face with exactly what to do on this project. So leave a comment, you know, be sure and subscribe, give me a thumbs up if you like what you see here, and follow along. I'll see you on the next video.